Welcome to Unit 4, Day 4. This video will provide the advanced version of the lesson. If you were looking for basic or proficient, please stop and go back to the main page. Today's topic is multiplying polynomials, and actually you started this work yesterday when you started dealing with exponents. We'll start with a binomial raised to a power because this is actually just a sneaky way of saying multiply two binomials. The important thing is that you must remember you cannot distribute this 2 in. Actually, what that 2 outside means is you're taking this piece in parentheses, which is a binomial, 2 terms, and you're multiplying it times itself, which means that we can rewrite this problem to look like 2 binomials multiplied together. In this case, it would be 4x cubed minus 3y times 4x cubed minus 3y. There were examples yesterday where we did distribute the 2. Those were all examples where there was only one term. In other words, there was no adding or subtracting going on inside parentheses. Once you rewrite it, you can immediately see the correct way to solve this problem, which is we're going to have to multiply 4 times, and you may call it FOIL. These 4 multiplications all involve coefficients and variables, so we deal with the coefficients first. 4 times 4 is 16. And then the variables, x cubed times x cubed means add the exponents and get x to the 6th. If you continue out the rest of the 4 multiplications, 4x cubed times negative 3y is going to be negative 12. And then these are different variables, so I can't combine them. And I just write x cubed, y next to each other. Similarly, the second middle term is also negative 12 x cubed y. And if you were tempted to say y and then x cubed, that's fine. The order does not matter when you're inside the same term. Your last term is positive 9y squared. And then to finish the problem, you just add like terms in the middle. 16x to the 6th minus 24x cubed y. Notice that we're keeping exponents here, not adding. We're adding like terms, keeping exponents and variables, plus 9y squared at the end. Okay. Really important tip, it's a simple mistake, not one that you misunderstand, but one that you make anyway. And you've got 2 problems to practice. When you're ready to see the answers, press play again. Here is the first answer. And the second. So in reality, this first example, although it didn't look like it right away, was an example of multiplying a binomial times a binomial. And we multiplied a total of 4 terms in our first step. In example 2, we're going to multiply a binomial times a trinomial. You can probably make a good prediction for how many times we're going to multiply. We'll start with the first term, and we're going to multiply it times each of the terms in the second polynomial, which means 3 multiplications here. 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. And 2x times negative 4 is negative 8x. And that's just half the problem, because we still have to multiply the second term in the first polynomial times each term in the second, which gives us 3 more terms for a total of 6. Negative 1 times x squared is negative x squared. Negative 1 times 3x is minus 3x. And negative 1 times negative 4 is plus or positive 4. When I add like terms, my final answer becomes 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 11x plus 4. Based on this work, fill in this sentence, and then you have 2 more practice problems. When you're ready to see the answers, press play again. There's number 3 and number 4. Okay. In the last example, We have a trinomial times a trinomial. Based on your observations of the first two, make a prediction now about how many multiplications we are going to do at the first level. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with the first term, and I'm going to multiply it times each term in the second polynomial. Color coding might help some people, so I'm going to go ahead and color code the first level. 3x cubed times x to the fifth is 3x to the eighth. 3x cubed times 2x squared is 6x to the fifth. And 3x cubed times 3 is 9x cubed. Next, I'm going to take the middle term from the first polynomial and multiply it times each of the three terms in the second polynomial. So that would be negative 2x times x to the fifth, which is negative 10x to the sixth, minus 4x cubed, minus 6x. And I'm still not done. My last work is to take the positive 1 and also distribute that 3 times, which I'm going to have to fit on the second line. So 1 times x to the fifth is plus x to the fifth. 1 times 2x squared is plus 2x squared. And 1 times 3 is plus 3. Now, you know what comes next, just like terms. And there actually are very few like terms. So coming down in order, 3x to the eighth is my leading term. I have an x to the sixth term, which is going to come next, minus 10x to the sixth. And then I have two different x to the fifth terms, which becomes 7x to the fifth. No x to the fourth, but 2x cubed. 9 minus 4 is 5x cubed. And then 2x squared minus 6x plus 3. Hopefully by now you're starting to get the drift, enough so that you're not interested in doing any longer problems. Good thing for you, there's a shortcut coming up tomorrow. But before you get there, you've got 2 last practice problems, 5 and 6, and then press play when you're ready to see the answers. Here are your last 2 answers.